Hello people, it's Gino here from realeverydayenglish.com. If this is your first time here on the channel, then welcome. And if you are a person who is trying to improve your English and speak more naturally in your speech, then this is the channel for you, and maybe you should consider subscribing to the channel. And if you do subscribe, then make sure you hit the little bell notification so that you never miss a weekly upload and a chance to improve your vocabulary. So today I'm doing another one of these Thoughts of a Native Speaker videos because they're getting a really good reaction. So it's morning time here in the UK, and you can see that it's a beautiful sunny day outside, blue sky, couple of clouds, one cloud, two cloud, but yeah, you can see that the sky is blue, like a deep blue. So a very nice day. And I'm just about to make my morning smoothie. So why don't you join me and I'll teach you some vocabulary. So the first thing I need to do is get the jug. This is the jug part of the blender. So this is a blender, or a smoothie maker. But the jug here it's actually on the draining board. So that's the sink, that's the tap, and this is the draining board. This is the draining board, sorry. This is the jug. So the jug is on the draining board. So I need to take it off there and put it in here. And once you get it in, you need to twist it to lock it in place. So, struggling to do that. Looks like I need both hands. So if I just pop this down here, I need to twist it to lock it in place. So you'll hear it click, it's locked. So there we go. So we've got that. Now we need the lid, because obviously if I switch this on with stuff in there, things are going to splash out of the top if there isn't a lid on it. So let's get the lid. The lid is over here as well. So we got that to the side. Okay, so the first thing I always put in my smoothie is a banana. So over here in the fruit bowl, I've got some bananas. There we go. There's a banana. And I'll show you what I'm going to do to the banana right now. Here I've got a caddy. This is called a caddy here in England. These are provided by the council, which is a local authority, and we use it to recycle our food waste. So the food waste actually goes into like a compost, and it's reused for fertilizer, I'm assuming. But this bag is actually a biodegradable bag. So in other words, it will compost down. It will rot, as we would say. And in there you can see I've got all my peelings. That's an avocado peeling. So obviously once I've done this smoothie, I think that'll be full, and then I'll go and put that in the green bin outside. So I've got my banana. First thing I need to do is the banana has got a skin on it. So I peel the banana. This is to peel the banana. And then I throw that into the caddy. And you can see there's a little strand of skin hanging from the banana, so I'll pull that off, put that into the caddy as well. Then I'm going to chop this up using a knife. So this is a knife, rather a sharp knife as well. So chop that up into pieces and throw that into the jug, into the smoothie jug. Okay, next thing I always put into my smoothie is a tangerine. We have here a tangerine. So I'll need to do the same thing to the tangerine. So I'll need to peel it. Now, to make it easier to peel, to get the skin off, I always squash it and roll it a little bit like this. So squeeze and roll it against the, this is a chopping board. And then I use my nail on my thumb to break the skin and then peel it off. So I just peel the skin off there like that, and you can see that a tangerine is in little bits inside. Each one of these pieces is called a segment, so they're segments of tangerine. Throw them into the jug as well. So you can see I've got my banana and I've got my tangerine in there now. The next thing we need to put in there is some orange juice, fresh orange juice. So got my fresh orange juice here, and I'm going to put some of that in there. So I unscrew the top unscrew by twisting it, and then I can then pour that into the smoothie. That should be enough, I think. That should be enough. Okay, what else? Next thing I'm going to put in is a pear. So I'm going to put a pear in there. Now, with a pear it's a little bit different. I'm going to need to rinse this because obviously I'm going to be eating the skin. So I'm going to rinse it off with water. To rinse means to clean something off with water, basically, to remove any residue. Oh look, here we've got a scourer. So this is a scourer. It's used to get really stubborn dirt off plates and dishes. So you've got three things here. You've got a scourer, a sponge, and this one's a cloth. So if I just switch the tap on, I can then use the sponge to wash the pear. But when we use water I'm rinsing the pear off, you could say, something like that. So let's go back over to the chopping board. And the pear has a stalk on the end. Obviously I don't want to eat the stalk, so I cut that off, like so. And then these two bits, the flesh, these can go into the smoothie. And then also the outer bit of this can also go in the smoothie as well. So I just cut the bits off that I can eat, because obviously I don't want to be eating this part, which is I don't know, I'd say the stem or the stalk or whatever. I don't want to eat that. I can't imagine it tasting too nice. So the pear can go in there. Okay, next thing is a half an avocado. I always put half an avocado into my smoothie because it makes it creamy, I think. So you can see that this avocado, it's already been cut in half because I used half of it yesterday. So this bit in the middle, we call this the stone. So this is the stone of the avocado, and obviously I need to get that out of there because I don't want to eat it. But I need a spoon. So now I've got a spoon. So I need to get the stone out of there and put that into the food waste caddy. So that's gone. Okay. All this flesh inside is what I need to put in my smoothie. But to get it out of the skin, I need to scoop it out. So I'm going to use the spoon to scoop out the avocado. So there we go. Scoop. I've scooped it out. That can now go into the smoothie, and this can go into the caddy. Next thing I'm going to put in is a carrot. So, same thing with the carrot as the pear, really. I'm going to eat the skin. I'm not going to peel it. But I need to chop off both ends. So I need to chop off this end and chop off that end as well. So chop that end off, chop this end off. Then it's the same. I need to go and rinse it off. So if I just put that there like that. Get the sponge, rinse it off. Just to remove any of the residue that might be still left. Because carrots are grown in the ground, as we know. So that's nice and clean now. And then I'm also going to chop this up into smaller pieces, so then it's easier to blend. So this is the phrasal verb to chop up, or you can say cut up. I'm cutting it up, or you can say I'm slicing. I'm slicing the carrot, I'm chopping it up, or I'm cutting it up, or you can just say I'm cutting it into pieces. Many different ways to express the same thing in English. I'm sure you've noticed that by now. Okay, so for the next few things that go into the smoothie, I'm going to need the colander. And the colander is this instrument here. So I can put things in there and then rinse it off, because you can see that it's perforated. Perforated means it's got holes in it. So the first couple of things I'm going to stick in there are a couple of cherry tomatoes. That's little baby tomatoes. Put them in there. Oh, there's something I've forgotten as well. Pineapple. I've forgotten the pineapple. So, obviously, when you cut into a pineapple, I can't eat all the pineapple at the same time. So what I've done is, I've put some tin foil over the end of the pineapple to keep it fresh. And you can see that it's still nice and fresh inside there. Lovely. So, I need to cut this piece away. So I've got a slice of pineapple here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this into 4 pieces, or you could say I'm going to quarter it. So if I cut it in half and then turn it around and then cut it down the middle again, I have now cut it into 4 quarters. 4 quarters is 4 equal pieces. I then need to get rid of the middle part because I'm not sure if you can eat it or not, but it's not sweet and soft like the rest of the pineapple, so I always cut it away. And then I just need to cut away the skin as well. So I'm going to use the knife to just cut away that skin, cut that in half, and then pop it in. And then I'm going to repeat that 4 more times. I'm going to eat this piece now though. Delicious. Cut away the skin again. Pop that into there. Oh, I love pineapple. Pineapple is really sweet. My friend from Mexico, she told me that the pineapples there in Mexico are much better than the ones here in the UK. I would love to go there someday and try them out. That will happen. I will go to Mexico one day. Okay, so now we're going to put some strawberries and some grapes in there. Only a couple of each, but we'll see. So, these are both in plastic tubs. So I just need to pull a couple of grapes out of here, put them into the colander. You need to pick these off the stalks because they're still attached. Or off the vine. It's like a grape vine, sorry. It's not, we don't describe it as a cork, it's a vine, isn't it? Pop them in there. Strawberries. What I do with strawberries is I always chop off the top because it's got leaves on it. So I just chop off the top. So I've got one and then another one here. Chop that off. 2 strawberries, that should be enough. There we go. Now the next thing I'm going to put in is celery. So get a good piece of celery here. I've actually done a video when I was making a smoothie before, but it was a different format. I was teaching certain vocabulary points and focusing on them rather than just chatting away as I'm making it. So I'm going to snap this off here. You see it's all connected at the bottom, so I need to snap a stalk of celery off. So I snap that off. And then it's the same applies. I need to cut both ends. And this needs to be washed, it needs to be rinsed, so it's going to go into the colander. Oh, I've just noticed I had a little bit of the stalk on the grape, so I took it off. Next, I need some broccoli. So, broccoli, there it is, right at the back of the fridge. So I need to cut into the plastic because obviously it's still covered, and then I just put a couple of pieces of this, just one piece because it's quite a large piece. There we go. So I'll put that there. I need to put the celery back into the packet, so I'm putting it into the packet there, and that can go back into the drawer at the bottom of the fridge. So you can see I open the drawer, put that in there, shut it. Now with this, I'm going to put this inside a bag because that way it stays fresh. If I didn't put this in a bag and I put it in the fridge, it would start to maybe rot's not the right word, but it would start to lose its freshness, let's say. So I put it inside a bag to make sure that it stays fresh. I'm sorry, there's a wasp in the kitchen, so that's why I high-pitched. That's why my voice went high-pitched. There's a wasp, and it was hovering around me. I don't fancy getting stung. Okay, so now what we need to do with this is just rinse it off in the water like before. So switch on the tap, just rinse that off. Oh, I got splashed. There we go. Rinse the broccoli off. Give it a swill. A swill, that's a good word. Give it a swill of water to get rid of all the dirt. And then it's back over to the blender. So there we go. It's a bit all over the place, this video, but I'm sure you're learning vocabulary. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to tip this into there. So there we go. That's all inside there. We put the lid on, and then we switch it on, and that will start to blend. It's quite noisy, so I'm going to finish the video here, but there is one more thing I put in there, well, two more things. One, I put some spinach in, so these are spinach leaves. This packet hasn't got much in. It's nearly empty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a new packet as well. So I'm going to blend this up nice. Then when you switch that on, the machine will blend it. So it blends it all together. Then I'll put some spinach in. And then the last ingredient is porridge oats. So I put some of them in it as well, just for the good carbohydrates. Anyway, I hope you found this video useful. I'm going to make a full series of these videos, these thoughts of a native speaker, because when somebody is doing something and they're explaining to you what they're doing, like I'm picking up the colander, I'm putting down, it's so easy. You're learning it in context. So yeah, have a great day, and I'll see you people very soon. Bye bye for now. Ciao.